Good morning everyone, welcome back to our online class. So today we are going to continue our lesson, but before we start our lesson I would like to do something to review about the lesson that you guys learned yesterday. Okay, so on the whiteboard here, so I had prepared some of the the important thing that we learned yesterday. I just want to clarify with you again by this video. Okay, so as we already know that yesterday we had learned about what? About how to make a paragraph talking about stories of a person experience, right? Okay, so again, if you want to make a story of a person's experience, you have to use the past tense, isn't it? You have to use the past tense, which is the past simple, to talk or describe about something or situation, the action which happened in the past, and you want to or you want to talk it back again in describe about a person experience. Okay, so the point yesterday we have 4 points. First is title, 2 orientation, 3 events, 4 ending. For the title, you have to name your title, right, before you're going to write it. Okay, so number 2 is about the orientation. In the orientation, you have to tell about the times and the place which the action take place or took place. Get it, everyone? Number 3, the events. So in the events, you have to make it in the order. I mean, like the story happened in the order. Get it? So in this, next is the ending. When you end, you have to tell about how the experience ended and how did you feel about that experience. Okay, well, so today we are going to we are going to continue our page 17. Please open your book on page 17 together. Are you ready there? Good. So we are going to learn about sentence. Can anyone tell me what is sentence? Do you know what is sentence? Sentence is a group of words that join together and it could make a sentence. Understand? Okay, so in a sentence we also have two things in a sentence. We have 2 important things in one sentence. One is for subject and another one we call predicate. Okay, so how can you identify which one is the subject and which one is the predicate of that sentence? Okay, so let me give you one example. Okay, can you read it? Kathy teaches English, isn't it? Yeah. You can say Kathy teaches English. So can you tell me which one is the subject of that sentence? Can you identify which one is the subject and which one is the predicate? So the subject is Kathy. Kathy is the subject. Why? Because she is the main role in the sentence. Subject is referred to the one who going to do the action, but for the action we refer to the predicate. Okay, again we have the subject and Kathy is the subject, and from teaches English we call predicate. Okay, please remember, usually in general, in each sentence it must be having subject and the predicate. Okay, I hope you can catch up the point of a sentence, because in the element of the sentence we have two important things in it. Again, subject and predicate. All right, so I want to be clear with you. I want to be clear with how can we know that this one is subject and how can we know that this is the predicate? We will start soon. A sentence tells 1. It tells about who or what it is about. Who or what it is about. Kathy is the subject. It tells about who or what it is about in our sentence. See, Kathy, right? One more thing is number 2. A sentence also tells about what he or she or it does. Get it? Back again, what he or she or it does. What she does. She teaches English, right? She teaches English. So, in number 1 is talking about the subject, and number 2 is talking about the predicate. Understand, everyone? Good. Okay, so without any further ado, we would go to our exercise on page 17 in part A. You have to circle the subject and the subject that is or who or what the subject is about. Do you understand about the exercise? So let me give you one answer. Sentence number 1. My friends came down the hall. My friends came down the hall. So who or what it is about? Who? We refer to a person or people. My friends, right? So my friends is the subject. But for the other words, the other groups of words that go after the word my friends, we call, what do we call it? Predicate. Get it, everyone? Good. Okay, so I want you to spend time for 3 minutes to do the exercise part A. And to do this exercise, you can pause the video for 3 minutes. And after you finish your video, you can continue our video. Okay, I think it's time's up. Let's check for the answer together. Number 2, my friends and I looked everywhere. Whose or what's going on with this sentence? Who does the action? Who makes the action? My friends and I, right? My friends and I. Where is the predicate? Predicate, okay, as you can see, the predicate is the group of words that go after the word my friends and I. These are we call predicate, right? So number 3, it was the key to my house. Which one is the subject? The key, it, the house. Which one? It, right? So it was the key to my house. We're talking about the key, right? But it is also, it is also referred to the key. So number 4, Kevin goes swimming on Friday. So Kevin is the subject. And the other group of words go after the word Kevin is, we call predicate. Okay, so part B. In part B, you have to choose one part of a sentence in each box and make sentences. So we have subject and we also have, this is we call predicate, or you can say what the subject does. Understand? Example, I will give you one example. I can say Dad ate the sandwich. So I choose the word Dad ate the sandwich. See? So we have the subject and we also have the what the subject does, or we can say predicate. We have subject and predicate. So in your sentence, you must have subject and predicate. So for this exercise, I give you the time for 3 minutes. You can make more sentences by yourself. So to do this exercise, you have to pause the video for 3 minutes. And after you finish your video, you can continue our lesson. Okay, are you ready? Okay, let's check. So let's continue. So this is for my for my own idea to make these sentences. But if your sentence different from me, it doesn't mean like it's not correct. Okay. So I chose the word Stefan as the subject. Stefan went on a picnic. You can say Stefan went on a picnic. What about your sentence? Is it the same to me or different from me? If it's different, it doesn't mean like you are wrong. Okay. Next, I chose the flowers as the subject, and I chose are beautiful. The flowers are beautiful. The flower is the subject. Are beautiful is the predicate. Okay. So we have finished our part 1, which is about the writing form. So next we are going to continue our part 2. It is about the pre-writing. Well, okay, so in this I want you to go to page 18 together, please. Can you go to page 18? Yeah, here we go to page 18. Okay. Can you read the instruction together, please? A. Match the picture to the correct word or phrase. So I give you time for 2 minutes to do it. Are you ready? Okay. So let's check the answer together. So in picture number 1, as we can see, this is the pocket, and we also see 2 apples. In the second picture, we see maybe the place for the children to play at there. And picture number 3, we can see a girl, she ate the apple. And the last picture is we can see 2 students who sitting next to each other. Okay, so we also have 4 of the keywords. We have the word bite, we have the word sack lunch, and we also have the word classmate, and the last one is playground. Okay, so after you finish matching the picture with the correct word phrase, so let's go to check it together. So with number 1, sack lunch. It goes with number 1, sack lunch. Number 2, as we can see, is the place for the the children or student go there to play when they have the break time. We call it playground. So number 2 with playground. Number 3, as we can see, a girl eating the apple, so we call it bite. Number 4, the last one, you may know it with the word classmate. Okay, so we nearly come to an end of our video lesson today, but before I am going to finish it, I also want you to do the other exercise in our page 18. We go to page 18 again, and the exercise for today is part B. You can do this exercise by yourself, so if you have question, you can drop down your question into our online study, or you can ask directly to your homeroom teacher about how to do this exercise, but I will explain you a little bit. Okay, so B, circle all the possible words or phrases to complete the sentences. So each sentence we have 3 different answers. So you guys have to choose the answer as much as possible. Sometimes in sentence number 1 we have 3 answers, but sometimes you also can choose. You also can choose 3 of them as the correct answer. It doesn't mean like they give you 3 answers and then you chose only 1. Okay, because some answers are also correct. Understand, everyone? Okay, so I think I come to an end of this video lesson for today. So I really thank you very much for your paying attention in our online study. I hope we can see each other in our next video. Goodbye.